Good morning, sir. Are you Johnny J. Estelle?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be with you in just a moment. Your lawyer is here discussing your case with the prosecutor. Put you in the waiting room.
Josh, am I in the right courtroom?
What's your name?
Mercedes.
Yes, you are.
I feel like Casey Kasem yesterday, Judge.
I felt like Casey Strong. I don't know. I don't know if there's 10 people listening to that or this is, I think, the third time I've done it. Someone pays a substantial amount of money. I'm not sure how much they actually paid between Andy Goldberger and our California friends to have me do that. And I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, I play songs that they let me play that I like. Did you hear any of it?
No, I just saw it on Facebook.
Oh. All right, Mr. Estelle is here. We're going to address two matters, the people of Johnny J. Estelle. The first file is from October of 2024. It alleges operating while intoxicated, third offense as a habitual offender. The defendant is charged as I indicated, operating while intoxicated, third offense. The bond was $50,000, posted in June of 2025. So it took quite a while before he got arrested on it. Then he failed to appear. We later learned he was in jail in Elkhart. That was 10/12 of 24. The defendant arrested June 28th of 25. June 28th of 2025 is when he got arrested for 3 counts of resisting and obstructing a police officer. That is file number 25309FY. The defendant failed to appear for arraignment in that matter on September 9th. At some point, we got him back from the state of Elkhart, or state of Indiana, county of Elkhart. And he's here today for a pre-exam conference. I understand the defendant has waived the right to have a pre-exam conference, have both matters bound over to circuit court. Is that correct, Mr. George?
That's correct, Your Honor. Those have been provided to the prosecutor's office for processing.
I still have jurisdiction over the case until I sign those waivers. Bond is set in the drinking driving case at $50,000, and that was forfeited from quick bail bonds, although they have a year to redeem it. It's a source of irritation to me that I don't think the bonding companies look for the defendants anymore. I don't know what exactly happened in this case, but he's out on a $50,000 bond and he gets arrested again for resisting and obstructing. Well, I guess he hadn't yet posted bond. The bond and the resisting and obstructing is $10,000. He did also have some delivery of narcotics or other charges in Elkhart County. I'm not sure of everything there. Mr. George, what do you want me to know regarding the bond?
Thank you, Your Honor. This goes back, and I'm just going through my notes here. This goes back to, I believe, an original date back in July of this year. I think my client was set for a PCC. We were advised that he was in custody in Elkhart. It's my understanding that he was arrested on these charges, had posted the bond, but had a hold for a probation violation out of Elkhart County.
Yes.
And then as soon as he posted, basically immediately left our jail and has been in Elkhart County ever since. His fiance slash POA is Michelle. She's been keeping our office apprised of things that are going. Everything is resolved in Elkhart, but basically all of the no-shows in this case are him being in custody and physically not being able to be here in Elkhart County, not allowing him to be available for those probable cause conferences, either via Zoom or in some other means. So I believe when he was rearraigned or arraigned on the bench warrant a couple of weeks ago, I believe a $70,000 bond was set in the operating while intoxicated case.
It says 60 here.
60. I know it was a
60
significant.
60 plus 10 would be 70.
Okay, so I know it was a significant bond, but he had already posted bond, and although I understand that he was in custody and that was for his own actions, it wasn't that he was actively trying to fail to appear. He just wasn't able to be made available by Elkhart County. My client does have significant health issues that was provided over by his fiance. He deals with a traumatic brain injury, seizures. He was taken to the Three Rivers Hospital as recently as a couple of weeks ago. So I think he is a medical risk. I think that he desperately needs medication. We would ask the court, because of the circumstances on how he was brought back into custody here with those bond amounts, that the court allow the original bonds to be put back in place. I think that those were appropriate. He was able to meet those. I understand there was a forfeiture of one. Not sure what the court's ability would be to readdress that, but based on the circumstances, it wasn't that he was actively trying to evade or avoid any type of charge or hearing here. It was he was physically not available and not able to be made available by Elkhart County. Thank you.
Mr. Robert.
I believe the bonds are appropriately set.
Well, one issue, I don't think Quick Bail Bonds wants to be responsible for him. So he posted a $50,000 bond with Quick Bail Bonds. And I don't think I have the authority to just reinstitute it. So he's still gonna have to repost that bond. They're like, we don't want to post bond for this guy. He's a risk. The warrant, I have to sometimes do a deep dive in these things. The first case, the drinking driving third offense, for many, many years, bonds were automatically set at the amount of $50,000 cash or surety for a drunk driving third offense, under the theory that they are a serious danger to the public. You can't do that. You can't just have a cookie cutter bond that applies to every case. So they determined that this was bad enough that it would merit a $50,000 bond. It occurred allegedly on October 12th, 2024 in the village of Constantine. The warrant was authorized by Mr. Aubert in October. I've been doing that more and more. October 28th of 24. Often that delay is due to waiting for laboratory results. Defendant, let's see what he's got here. Looking for the affidavit of probable cause in that case.
You got your visitor in and out thing, and then you could actually look at it. What's her name?
There isn't one. So I don't know any of the facts. There's a bond information sheet, but it goes to the other case. So the warrant issued in October of 2024, the defendant resides in Goshen, Indiana. So he didn't come to the attention of us again until, well, I'm amazed there's no affidavit of probable cause in there.
Yeah.
Not sure how he got arrested. So let's look at the resisting and obstructing case. That occurred on June 28th. No, it occurred on October 13th of 2024. At the same time as the arrest. The arrest was October 12th. The R&O was after midnight on October 13th. So I don't know how he came to get arrested. Mr. Estelle, how did you get arrested?
When I was arrested for this
In
charge,
Michigan.
it was in Constantine.
No. But when you actually got picked up and they brought you to jail, the most recent time in the summer.
I was at my house in Niles, and the cop. I know that one of the police officers is a family member in Niles Police Department.
All right, so they came to your house to actually arrest you on these warrants?
Yeah, he said I had a warrant for Constantine.
All right.
And then
Let me stop. So they brought you to our jail in the summer, and then you posted these bonds. And as soon as you posted the bonds, they took you back to Elkhart to deal with your Indiana problems. Is that correct?
Yes, they said I had a probation violation in Elkhart. That I had to go back there, and then they dropped all that, and then I had to come back here. I live in Niles, not in Goshen. It has my license. It says.
All right, so
Goshen.
you now lives in Niles?
And he has provided me with an address, remember?
All right. When you got taken without your consent to Indiana, you missed your court dates. So we did a bench warrant, I think Judge Pattison did, to put a hold on you. So when you were done with Indiana, we could bring you back. I will reinstate both bonds. Original bonds. $10,000 cash or surety and $50,000 cash or surety with the conditions. But I'll reset them at those numbers. I don't think I can bind quick bail bonds into being his surety. Because of your other problems, you got taken to Indiana. If quick bail bonds will agree to reestablish those, that's fine. I'm not ordering quick bail bonds to reinstate bonds without their consent.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes,
I spoke to the bond lady, and she said that the bond was still good. But she said it was, the judge, when I didn't come from Elkhart, that she had something from.
all right,
your
well, if
Honor.
they do, you violated your bond, you didn't have a choice. You got taken to Indiana, whether you wanted to go or not. So if quick bail bonds, I don't find a reason to revoke your bonds because you got taken without your consent. But I also don't think I have the authority to simply reorder quick bail bonds to be your surety. But if they're willing to, they can. So if that's what the bonding ladies told you, if so, the original bonds can be reinstated. All right, Mr. Estelle, good luck to you, sir. The matter will be set for a status conference in circuit court.
So do I got another court date?
Not yet. It'll be set sometime after the first of the year in Judge Stutzman's court in circuit court.